I would just say, like, applying for a college for medicine is extremely hard. I'll agree. Studying medicine outside India is hard. I mean, I went through a really tough time when I was in 11th grade, 12th grade. A lot to study, a lot to do, but all I have to say is it is possible. People will tell you it's not. Counselors will tell you don't apply outside India. Your parents might force you, like, oh, just stay in India. You can study medicine after you're done with your undergraduate course. But all I'm saying is, if you want to study medicine outside India, don't shut it down. Give it a try, and I'm sure you'll do well.
Hey, what's up, lads and lasses? Glad to have you back. Welcome to another episode of CapGuyMedics. I'm here with Shantam. Shantam is actually in my class. I'm really happy to have you here, Shantam. Thank you so much. We are going to start about who you are, what sparked this love for medicine, how you got to Ireland, the application process, what you think of Ireland, and if you're happy here and that kind of thing, and also what are your plans for the future. Okay, if that's cool with you?
Yeah.
All right. So let's start.
Just push the button, man.
Yeah.
Shantam.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from India, so I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
And I'm from Bangalore.
Okay.
It's in the southern part of India.
Okay, so if you're from India, this is very relevant to you if you want to do medicine here in Ireland, or Shantam, I'm pretty sure you've got other universities maybe that you applied to. So if you just want to know the application process and stuff, just stay on this video and Shantam will let you know exactly what he did. All right, so Shantam, you're from India?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and you study medicine here at Trinity?
Yeah.
So in Dublin, Trinity College Dublin? So let me start with the golden question. What made you choose medicine?
I was just waiting for that question. So I've heard this question so many times when I was in school, when I was going to college counselors, asking them, can you help me with my application process? I got this question from my friends. So a lot of people think that, like, a lot of people like get this passion of, I want to save people's lives and I want to help the community from a young age, and that's been a lot of people have this ulterior motive of being a doctor.
Yeah.
So on the contrary, I realized I wanted to study medicine when I was around 15, 16 years old.
Okay, so it wasn't like a thing that you wanted to do from a very young age. It actually came pretty late.
It actually came pretty late. Yeah.
Okay, so what did you want to do before?
So when I was young, when I was around 12, 13, people used to ask me, what do you want to do? And my answer would be, I want to be a football player.
Okay.
Or a sprinter for India.
Yeah.
And they would just be like, yeah, it's a normal answer from
like a kid or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then over the years, I realized football is my passion. I really want to do something great with football. I want to be a professional football player.
Yeah.
And and then I realized that I can pursue it when I was in high school.
Okay, so you're around 16 years old, you still want to play football, you want to be a professional. What got you from here, like 16 years old, to here in Dublin studying medicine? What was that change of thought?
So, I've always liked biology. Biology has been my favorite subject all along. And I usually do really well in bio, like in my bio exams, experiments and everything.
Yeah.
So I was doing really well with bio. So I realized I should do something with biology, maybe like biochemistry or something like that.
Okay.
But with biology, a lot of people go with the path of medicine. That's like the usual path in India.
Okay, so it's like if you like sciences or biology particularly, everybody tries to go to medicine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's mostly in India.
Okay.
Like in India, because in India the stereotype is either medicine or engineering.
Okay.
And surprisingly, my parents, my mom is a doctor.
Yeah.
And my dad
is an engineer. I love that. Okay. Oh, so would you say that they push you towards being a doctor or an engineer?
Initially, when I was around 15, they would like, football. There's nothing in football. Like, it's a very risky pathway.
Okay.
You might as well pursue something that you will get a definite job opportunity.
Yeah. Okay.
So they were like, because I'm more of a bio student than a math student or physics student.
Yeah.
So they were like, go for biology, go for medicine.
Okay.
and I tried to pursue medicine. I kind of was that rebellious teenager where I was like, maybe not biology, maybe not medicine, maybe I can pursue football.
Okay. All right. So what made you change your mind from that rebellious Shantam to actually applying for medicine? What happened?
Okay. So when I was around, like in high school, around 15, 16, like I watched my mom. My mom, she's a gynecologist, and right now specialized in vitro fertilization doctor.
Your mom's a doctor, so you actually saw the job that she was doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mom, like, she got me to her clinic. She made me watch what she was doing.
Oh, so you were doing work experience as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And so when I was like, I can give you an example. I was in my work experience in my mom's clinic, and there was this patient who came to her. He was around 40 years old, 45, around that age group. And as you know, like the age group of 40 to 45 is not a very good age for couples to conceive a baby. Okay. So they've been trying for the past 5 to 6 years, and even the mother, she had a condition called PCOD, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and
PCOS,
PCOS, yeah. And it was very hard for them to conceive a baby. Okay.
So they came to see your mum.
Yeah. And I watched her provide the treatment that they require on the clock, at the detriment of her work hours. Yeah. And so I watched her once they conceived the baby, and I watched the satisfaction on the parent's face.
Okay, so it was really that experience, that beautiful satisfaction that your mum had, but also the patience. Yeah. So seeing that made you change your mind. You realized, even though I do love football, I'm sure because you still play football now. Even though you love football, you would also love a career in medicine. Yeah. And how did you apply for medicine? Is it different to here in Ireland? Is it the same process? And I'm sure there are different kind of schools in India. So was it dependent on your school, the application process? How did that happen?
Okay, so my application process for medicine is kind of a long story, but I will try to shorten it as much as possible. Okay. So basically, my reason for choosing a country outside India was that I want to pursue my dream for football. Okay. So what I realized was that I can study in India, but I won't get that much of an opportunity in India as a footballer.
Okay. Is that because it's not like a big sport over there?
Yeah. So India is a cricket
predominantly cricket. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And there's not much scope for football in India. Like it's evolving like crazy. Like it's getting better year by year.
But at the time that you were applying,
it was not that much.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure you wouldn't even see an Indian football team in the World Cup.
I haven't. Not yet. Okay. Okay. So you're in your mind. You're thinking. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're thinking, okay, I'm going to apply to medicine, but I'm going to go to a place where I can be exposed and also pursue that football dream. Yeah. Okay. And you're still doing that today?
I'm still doing that today.
Okay.
So
if you can recruit Shantam, you're in the A team here at Trinity, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
Okay. So good footballer here. Okay.
Yeah. You ever need to watch a centre back play football?
I love that. Okay. Yeah. So you decide to apply which countries?
Okay. So when I decided to apply outside India, I decided maybe US, maybe UK. Okay. And so what put me away from US was the idea of pre-med. Okay. So in US, if you want to be a doctor, it takes about 7-8 years.
Okay. And here compared to here,
it takes about 5 years.
Okay, 5 years.
Yeah. And the whole process with US is that they have 4 years of pre-med and then 4 years of med. And the problem with this process is that once you're done with pre-med, where you do foundation course of chemistry and biology or whatever you want to study, getting into the medicine course is a really hard process. They have this exam called MCAT, and not many people get through.
Okay, so that you didn't really like the idea of having to do pre-med, an exam, and then go into med, and then potentially, I don't want to say waste because it's never a waste, but more like spend 8 years doing it. Yeah. When you can go somewhere else and spend less time.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And also the possibility that I won't be able to do medicine.
All right, so that's US out of the way. and now so the UK, is that what you say?
Yeah.
I'm super intrigued because you said UK and US, but you're in Ireland right now.
I'll get there.
Okay, you'll get there. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
So UK was my main place to study. Like that's my dream. Like I wanted to study in UK because UK is like the football hub, and it's a place where I can study medicine and pursue my dream for football.
Okay.
So I applied to UK through the UCAS application process.
Okay, so that's ucas.co.uk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I applied to 4 universities for medicine and 1 university for biomedical science as a backup.
Okay. And was that did you just come out of the blue with your research, or did someone counsel you into that? Did you go to counselors, or how did that work?
So the thing with my school is that, because my school is an international school, it's well equipped with helping people study outside India.
Okay. What's the name of your school, just in case someone was
Adventure Academy.
Adventure, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they provided that platform for you? Were you getting classes? Were they one-on-one individual, help, or how did it work?
So the thing with my school was that they held workshops almost every week.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and we get a steward from each college that comes to school every week, maybe from King's College London or US University or Australian University.
Wow. Okay.
So we learn more and more about each university week by week. And we had a regular school counselor who knew a lot about colleges outside India and India itself.
Okay.
I realized, UK is a possibility for me.
Okay, so you applied to which universities in the UK?
So my five universities were Exeter University,
Okay.
Cardiff University,
Yeah.
That's
Wales.
great.
So one English, one Wales. Yeah.
St George University, London,
Yeah. Okay.
and the last one was King's College London. That was my dream college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you really wanted to get in King's
Yeah.
College, and the fifth one for biomed.
The fifth one was Exeter University, second.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had to do the UK CAT. Is that it?
Yeah. So what I did was I gave the UK CAT exam.
Yeah.
There's an option for doing UK CAT or BMAT exam.
Yeah. Okay. And you didn't want to do the BMAT?
I did not want to do the BMAT because my counselor advised me that the colleges related to the BMAT exam,
Yeah.
they're very hard to get into.
Okay.
Especially
So even medicine itself is really hard to get into, but even more. Is
Yeah.
that- okay. So you've done the UK CAT. Did it go okay?
it was okay here.
Okay, I've done the UK CAT as well. I can make another video about the UK CAT if that's interesting. So please let me know in the comments below. But I mean, it's a tough one, isn't it?
It's a tough one, yeah. I spent at least 1 or 2 months preparing for that exam.
Okay.
And UK CAT is an exam where it doesn't matter how much knowledge you know about medicine or anything.
Yeah.
It's more on your competence of being a doctor. So the thing with me was when I was practicing for the test, I was doing well in all the 4 modules of the test.
Yeah.
And I was getting sometimes 650, sometimes 700.
Okay.
It was, I don't know if you understand the scoring.
Yeah, it's out of 900.
Out of 900.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was doing really well. But when it comes to an exam, when you're sitting in front of the computer and doing the exam, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
And it takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is difficult. This is the easy one.
Yeah.
So when I did verbal reasoning, which is the first part of the test, that was a little hard for me.
Yeah.
Usually I find it really easy. It takes a little time for me to get used to the whole reading the thing and reading the passage and then answering the questions. But in the exam, I just took a lot longer.
Okay.
And I didn't do as well.
Okay, so you said you were between 650 and 700.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did your application, you wrote your personal statement. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you heard back from the universities.
Yeah.
How did that go?
So my first response from the universities was from Exeter University.
Yeah.
And they just said, we don't have enough space in our
okay.
in our
because medicine is so competitive.
Yeah.
Even if you've got such a strong application and you're doing work experience here and there, there's just not enough space physically. So Exeter said no.
Exeter said no.
Okay.
Then second response was from King's College.
Yeah.
That was my dream college.
Yeah.
And they said no as well.
Oh man, that was hard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been there as well, so I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing with medicine is that with medicine, in UK, doesn't matter which university you're in, because the medicine course is very similar in all the universities that counselors just say you get a medicine seat in a UK university and you're all set.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it's King's, doesn't matter if it's Aberdeen University.
Mhm.
You got medicine.
Both of which are very good colleges.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you got is that a rejection from all 4 universities?
No, so I got rejection from Cardiff University,
Yeah.
King's College London,
Yeah.
and Exeter University.
Okay.
But then I got a call back from St George's University London,
Okay.
and they accepted my offer.
Okay.
But the thing is, accepted my offer for an interview.
Yeah.
So they called me for an interview. I flew all the way to London,
Okay.
and
Wow, that must have been a big trip, huh? But worth it. Definitely worth it.
yeah, my first day in the first time I was stepping in London.
Wow.
I've never been in London before.
Had you ever left India?
I have, but
Okay, just
days
not in
like
London.
Thailand, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So first long flight like that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So
So you get to London, you do the interview.
I do the interview. So
Yeah.
the interview for medicine in UK is called the MMI,
Yep.
multiple mini interviews.
Okay.
So there were around 7 to 8 interviews,
Mhm.
interview stations,
Yeah.
and
I mean, we can do I can do another video
Yeah,
on that if you want. So just let me know in the comments. Okay, so you do the interview, you go back to India,
yeah.
and you hear from them.
So I wasn't very satisfied with my interview.
Okay.
I felt like I could have done it better.
Okay.
Few stations were really good. Few stations I did not do that well.
Yeah.
Went back to India, waited for a few weeks, and then I received a mail from St George's saying I have been accepted to the university.
Okay.
So I had just one response, and I was accepted to St George's.
Oh, you were accepted.
Accepted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm so intrigued because you're in Trinity right now, so I'm like, I haven't heard anything about Ireland yet. People are just like, how is this gonna work out? Okay. So what happens then?
The thing is, before I got the response from St George's University London,
Yeah.
I was like so worried, like I won't get it.
Yeah.
So my college counselor, she recommended me to apply to a separate university,
Mhm.
and the application opens around February.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a try. So while I was waiting for my call back from St George's University
Mhm.
London, I sent my application for Trinity College Dublin, to Dublin.
Okay.
London's
Okay.
just in my mind.
Okay. So and that was through CAO. Or was that a different?
I'm not sure if that's CAO, but I just went on the Trinity application site,
Yeah.
and they had just forms to do, and I
Okay.
submitted that. They asked for a personal statement,
Yeah.
and they asked a separate essay on just why you want to be why you want to study medicine.
Okay.
So,
So it was their own website.
yeah,
Okay, and you never did anything with CAO?
No.
Did you do the HPAT?
no. So I thought I had to do the HPAT when I started 12th grade, when I was 17.
Yeah.
But then I realized that HPAT is only for Irish students
Students,
who
okay.
want to study medicine in Ireland.
Or postgraduate students, because I also had to do the HPAT. So actually, I had to do it as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you submitted an application via their website directly,
Yeah.
no HPAT, and you get accepted? You got accepted?
Yeah.
No interview?
No interview.
Okay, no interview.
So
Okay,
I
that's
submitted
very
my
interesting.
application. Got a call back from St George's University London.
Yeah.
Oh, I was over the moon.
Yeah,
celebrating,
absolutely.
partying with my parents.
Come on, come on.
A few weeks later, I received a response from Trinity College Dublin.
Come on, that's so good.
Accepted.
Nice! I love it. Okay. Okay, so
And-
you've been accepted at both universities. Now you have to choose. So was it easy to choose or
So when I was applying to colleges all around the world, I was so sure, I had like a 5% chance of getting into a college. So even getting into one college was like a huge thing for me. So getting into 2 colleges I had never even thought of the scenario. So when I had these 2 options in my mind, most of my effort went into UCAS and
Okay.
getting into a UK college.
Okay.
Now, I hadn't heard much about Ireland. Like my counselor told me, it's a good college. It's well reputed. It's to the level of Cambridge University and Oxford University. Give it a try because you're not sure if you'll get a acceptance from St George's. I gave it a try, put all my application details, submitted it. So now I was in the state of which university should I choose. So I talked to a lot of counselors. I talked to my college counselor. He's really good. His name is Ramesh sir. And
shout out?
Yeah. And the thing with my college counselor is that his son, he's doing dentistry in Trinity College Dublin. So
Okay, so he knew the area.
he knew the area.
Okay.
So he told me all the benefits with Trinity, because obviously he persuaded me to like studying Trinity. He told me that with Trinity, if when you complete a degree, you get an option to go work in Canada, and like they have connections with a lot of hospitals in Canada, and working in Canada as a doctor is apparently really, really good. It's like work life is really good.
Okay. So basically, you're at the point, and you're hearing from someone who's saying like, "Hey, this is a really good university. I've been there. I know it." And on top of that, you have very good prospects in Canada. So you're like, "I want to jump on that."
Yeah.
So you actually want to study in Canada after?
So at that point, I was like, I can give Canada a try.
Yeah.
Like, once I'm done with medicine, I can go to Canada.
Okay.
So my
Okay.
view has changed actually, to be honest.
Okay.
So my idea is that once I'm done with the 5 years,
Yeah.
I'll go back to India
Okay.
and I'll continue and I'll become a doctor in India itself.
Okay. All right. So you want to do like your intern years over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the reason I want to go to India is that in India the opportunities of being a doctor are so high.
Okay.
And the thing with India is that there's so many people. Can you guess how many people are there in India?
No idea.
1.4 billion.
Okay. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the doctors that take care of patients in the hospital, they're loaded with patients every day.
Mm-hmm.
They have no set limit of when they finish work. But I would say I would learn a lot as an intern. in
Okay.
India.
Okay.
Because I would see so many patients on a regular basis.
Yeah.
There's so many more diseases in India that I can learn from.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, things that you would never see.
I would not see here. Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, would you come back here?
That's a long way ahead.
So you
I
haven't thought about it?
it.
No, that's
Just
fine.
India, for internship in India is my idea right now.
Okay. You know, there's a lot of people. You said you might be going back to India. Are there any things that people need to consider? Do they need to take extra exams? Do they need to, or is it just simple? Do they just go back home and they can practice being a doctor, doing their intern years over there?
So I did a little bit of research as to how I can become an intern in India after I finish my course. And the procedure is you have to do this exam called NEXT,
Okay.
and a second exam called NEET PG.
Okay.
NEET PG is basically NEET postgraduate exam.
So you need to do both.
Yeah.
Okay.
And depending on how well you do in those exams, you might get a place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something that you would be considering.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know of any scholarships, or could your government help you in any way? How did that happen? Because obviously finances is very hard. As a medical student, you have to be thinking about 5 years. You have to be thinking ahead. Some people, I know personally, some people from Canada and America, they have systems put in place that can help them getting loans and stuff like that. It's different for it's different for every country. How did that work for you? Did you get a scholarship? Did you know of any scholarships?
So when I accepted Trinity College Dublin,
Yeah.
I tried to look for any facilities that government is providing. But there wasn't really anything. that
Okay,
was
so
available.
no government help in
Yeah.
India.
Yeah, but the thing is with India, not many people go outside India to study medicine, study undergraduate courses. It's
Okay.
mostly people stay in India,
Yeah.
and then they go out for postgraduate courses.
Okay.
So there wasn't really any government funding. Trinity, they offered a few scholarships for India, for Indian students.
Okay.
But the thing is, they only provide the scholarship service to people who study courses other than medicine, dentistry, and one other thing.
Okay,
I
so
think it's biomedical science,
Okay.
biomedical science, medicine, and dentistry.
Okay, so you didn't have any scholarships that
No.
were put in place for you, so you had to provide it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I don't know if you're paying the same fees as other international students. Is it 40 to 50 grand? That kind
Yeah.
of thing? Okay.
Yeah. That's
All right. So yeah, it changes every year. Just did you see that on the website?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you've done your whole educational system. You've applied. They've helped you. You had a lot of counselling. You had help. So now you are ready to come here to Trinity. You've said bye to your parents. You land here in Ireland.
Yeah.
What are your first thoughts?
So I landed in Ireland,
Yeah.
and I took a taxi to Trinity Hall.
Okay.
It's the student accommodation
Okay.
affiliated to Trinity College Dublin.
Which you knew you had a place in when you were in India. You got everything sorted.
Yeah.
You knew you were staying there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got Trinity Hall. People were very nice. They got me to my room. It was amazing. Like the thing with me was in first year, I found it a little difficult to like cope with living by myself because I'm a person who is really connected to my family. Like until I was 17, like I was like spoon fed by my parents.
Okay.
I never had to think about like where the next meal come from.
And so it was very hard for you to obviously leave your family for the first time.
Yeah.
Get to a place you didn't know.
Yeah.
You spoke the language, obviously.
Yeah.
But everything's new.
Everything's new.
You know.
But for the first time, I was free. Like I all the responsibility was on me.
Yeah.
So that was like a really nice feeling. I can do whatever I want. I want to eat pizza today, I can eat pizza today. Burrito tomorrow is burrito day.
Freedom. It's a hard question because obviously it changes, but did you feel welcome here in Ireland by people in your class and also people, in general in Dublin, like, the general public?
So I'll answer this question by explaining to you why I chose Dublin first.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the reasons I chose Dublin was because a lot of people told me that Irish people, they're very, very friendly. It's not like people tell me that Irish people are very, very open to discussions with people from all over the globe. So
okay,
yeah,
so very welcoming. So
very
you were
welcoming.
like, I'm gonna be welcome. I want to go there.
Yeah,
awesome. That's good.
That's one of the reasons.
You should just watch the World Cup. The Irish fans were the best. Remember? The French World Cup.
Yeah.
The Europe Cup was it? I can't remember.
Euro Cup.
Was it Euro Cup? Okay. All right. So yeah, and did the Irish live up to that expectation?
And when I got here, they were so nice to me. Trinity Hall itself, the people were amazing. They got me to my room. They gave me, I think, a free duvet and pillow.
Okay, so you had everything to start with, like a start pack.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's really nice to hear. That's really nice.
Because
it makes a difference for people coming from the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Really being welcome and feeling welcome.
Yeah.
So you got into class. You said your course mates were really nice to you, very welcome. Did you feel like, were you a bit alone? I mean, everybody's like that. They feel alone at first.
Yeah.
But was that your case?
Yeah, I was a little anxious because I was meeting people like. I was kind of an introvert in the start. Like I didn't know many people. I didn't talk to many people. I was more into like my own world, studying medicine, studying the courses that we had.
Yeah, but then obviously friendships picked up.
Over the years. I made a lot of friends, especially you. Like
hey.
Good connection with you. Yeah.
Cap guy. Nice. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always like that, isn't it? You first get to some place that you don't know anybody, you're kind of shy, you don't really want to open up to everybody, it can be hard. But I mean, I'm in your class, and I know that it was the case for me as well. People were so welcoming and just accepting, and they want to know who you are and love hanging out and stuff. Shantam, do you feel at home here? It's been 2 years and 3 weeks that you live here. So how do you feel? Do you feel at home?
So initially, the first few, maybe the first year, second year initially, I felt like, I was a little out of place here.
Okay.
I was still pursuing my football, playing for the football team.
The A team, right?
Initially B team, then A team.
Okay.
Studying medicine, everything was going well, but I didn't really feel like, I was a part of this country, like, this is where I want to live kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, it changed. I'm starting to like Ireland even more. I'm living this year. I'm living with people who are from my course.
Okay, so the other years you weren't.
Yeah, I was staying with other people back then. So now it's more comfortable, staying with people of your own course. Like they understand what you're going through.
Yeah. So you feel more at home, more at ease compared to the other teams.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let's move on. So you've told me about the advantage of living in Ireland and doing your course in Ireland, which is, it's a great course. It's a known university. It's renowned all over the world. And on top of that, you have a prospect of going to Canada. So that's your story, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the disadvantages? Did you know any disadvantages before you came here?
So one disadvantage I saw with Ireland was that I didn't see much of football
Okay.
in Ireland. Like I knew there was like a Trinity football team.
Yeah.
I didn't really look into like what's the opportunity of like as a football player in
Yeah,
Ireland.
because of course you want to continue pursuing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't really look into that because obviously UK has a much higher opportunity for football.
Yeah.
But Ireland, I didn't see that much, but I knew it's like it's almost a UK country, so it might as well have the same opportunity.
Is that how like you see it from India?
Yeah.
Obviously, now that you're here, it's
a lot different.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. No, but it's totally understandable. Like when you're not from here, you
Yeah.
kind of make presumptions.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, so football. Anything else that you might want to tell some people from India, or is everything just nice and easy?
So one disadvantage I can think of right now is that when I was applying, when I got the acceptance,
Yeah.
I saw that there was one clause in the application that said that internship is not guaranteed for international students.
Okay.
So you have to like do an exam, and if your exam goes well, you will get you can get a spot for internship, but it's not confirmed.
Okay. Which is the case for Irish students.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in UK, they have a direct transfer to an internship.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
an important one as well.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of applying here in Ireland. Okay. Okay. So you've spoken about football. Like I obviously want people to know who you are and stuff. So apart from football, do you do anything else? I mean, look at you. You go to the gym. So you go to the gym. You play football. Yeah, those are your two passions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
it.
mean, there's not a lot of time in medicine.
Not a lot of time. Yeah. Like it's already difficult to like juggle football and
Yeah.
medicine.
Yeah, but it's possible.
It's possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if someone's thinking, oh my goodness, I want to study medicine, but it's just medicine, nothing else.
Yeah.
well, you're
That's
living
that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
Take my word for that.
Yeah. In fact, it's very important to have.
Yeah,
things in
yeah.
life. Yeah. That's good.
And literally, like if I can give you one advice, when you study medicine, find a different outlet to like release all the stress from doing medicine, because
That's
medicine
good.
involves a lot of stress.
Yeah.
But if you can like find something like maybe playing a guitar regularly, playing a sport like hockey, if you can find those passions, go for it, because medicine is not the only thing that you can do with life.
All right. Okay. That's really interesting. Thanks, Shantam.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to finish it off by saying, if you had any kind of encouragement of people who are thinking of applying to Ireland or the UK, because you also applied to the UK,
Yeah.
what would you say to them?
So there's like I was looking through a lot of YouTube videos to find out like what if I can get any help with UK CAT, with interviews, with the application process and just studying medicine itself. I followed this one person who is really good. His name is called Ali Abdal,
Yeah.
and he posts videos about different things about application process, UK CAT, interviews.
Okay, so what you would say is anybody who's thinking of applying to the to the UK or to Ireland, does he cover Ireland as well?
He doesn't cover Ireland.
Okay.
So what I found was like there was a lack of resources for Ireland.
Okay.
I couldn't find much information about Ireland, football in Ireland, medicine in Ireland, like how it's different from UK, or
Okay.
any of these vlogs where people talk about like how medicine is in Ireland.
Okay, so you are that resource now. What do you want to say to people?
I would say please consider Ireland. It's a lot easier in comparison to UK in terms of application process.
Yeah.
And there's just a personal statement, your 11th and 12th grades,
Mm-hmm.
your work experience, you got to show you've done work experience.
Okay.
And it's a lot easier in comparison to UK, where it's the UK CAT exam, then the interview, which is the MMI. Which takes a lot more time.
Okay.
And obviously, sports is amazing in Trinity. I got so many opportunities to pursue athletics and football.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to ask you now a last question. If you were talking to like an Indian student who's considering coming to Ireland, what would you say to them that you wish you knew before coming here?
Okay. I would just say medicine, applying for a college for medicine is extremely hard. I'll agree. Studying medicine outside India is hard. I mean, I went through a really tough time when I was in 11th grade, 12th grade. a lot to study, a lot to do, but all I have to say is it is possible. People will tell you it's not. Counselors will tell you don't apply outside India. Your parents might force you, like, oh, just stay in India. You can study medicine after you're done with your undergraduate course. But all I'm saying is, if you want to study medicine outside India, don't shut it down. Give it a try, and I'm sure you'll do well.
Awesome. Oh my goodness, that's really good. That's so encouraging. It's a lot of hope. And I'm sure you're loving medicine right now.
I am.
Like, I'm saying I'm sure because I know you, but...
Yeah. So what like with medicine, the first 2 years, they're a little hard, with it's mostly lectures, anatomy, going to anatomy lab. It's nothing much with clinical skills. But now I just started third year and I go to the hospital every day. It's just a completely different experience, like doing hospital work, the thrill of going to a ward rotation, meeting a surgeon. Even though I know I won't be able to do much, just holding like a scissor or something would be like such a huge thing for me.
Yeah, baby steps. You get to observe, and then next thing you know, you're doing it.
Exactly.
So
goodness. Every small thing, just increasing my adrenaline to a really high level. So all I've got to say is, come third year, you'll just love medicine. That's all I've got to say.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Shantam. All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you. No problem.